Ahead, corporate chiefs meet the commander-in-chief, and life imitating art and packing a punch later in the show. Welcome to 3 Times Square this Wednesday from Reuters World Headquarters in New York. President Obama consulting with Blankfein, Meyer, and Kent. No, it's not a law firm, but the CEOs of Goldman Sachs, Yahoo, and Coca-Cola. They're among the corporate bosses meeting with the commander-in-chief today, Obama pressing his solutions for the country's fiscal problems. Members of Congress from both parties also pushing solutions to the so-called fiscal cliff issues of spending cuts and tax increases that threaten to derail the economic recovery unless a new deal is reached. Markets hanging on every word. Stock futures lower all morning. Stocks opening down today just by a bit. More potential troubles for hedge fund SAC, the $14 billion fund led by Stephen Cohen, telling investors it has received a Wells notice from the SEC suggesting the government may bring charges against it. The firm is facing scrutiny after a former employee was charged with illegal insider trading. The latest arrest raises the number of charged former SAC employees to 5, but Cohen has not been accused of any wrongdoing. BP also dealing with more headaches related to the U.S. government. The Environmental Protection Agency temporarily suspending it from federal government contracts. The agency citing the British oil giant's, quote, lack of business integrity associated with the disastrous 2010 Gulf of Mexico oil spill. Shares of BP closed at $41.35 Tuesday and are now down slightly at about $40.67. Green Mountain Coffee Roasters has been the subject of much scrutiny, mostly from hedge fund manager David Einhorn, who has famously shorted the stock. But the maker of these coffee pods, known as K-Cups, for its Keurig machines, is now doing just fine. It forecast a profit well above expectations. I guess they're juggling the business fairly well, better than that. Shares soaring in early trading, though well below their 2012 high above 71 bucks. CNN making its own news today in the form of our power player of the day. It's Jeff Zucker, who sources say will take over as head of the Ratings Challenge News Network. Zucker, the one-time wonderkin Today Show executive producer who later ran NBC Universal, will return to his news roots with his work cut out for him. On a normal news night, CNN draws fewer than 1 million viewers in the U.S. During prime time, compared to about 2.7 million for Fox News Channel and about 1.5 million viewers for MSNBC. Zucker's last gig was helping launch former Today Show colleague Katie Couric's talk show. And finally, from power player to power play thing, Japanese artist Koguro Kurata created this 4-ton robot inspired by the movies and toys of his youth. It's perhaps the closest you can get to becoming a real-life Iron Man from the movies. I'd like that. Just hop inside to control the arms, raise it up and down, and drive it at just over 6 miles per hour. But before putting on your Christmas list, you might want to enlist that very rich uncle or go find one. Kurata's creation costs a cool $1.3 million. Cup holders are optional. That's the latest in 3 Times Square this Wednesday. You can follow us on Twitter at Reuters Insider and check out our Reuters YouTube channel at Reuters.com/ReutersTV. I'm Lisa Bernhardt. This is Reuters.